Relocating to Prosper, Texas, see these 5 new construction communities. If you're planning on moving to Prosper, Texas, don't sign any contracts yet. You must see these top 5 new build neighborhoods.
Many buyers skip these neighborhoods entirely, and that means they're missing out on early pricing, builder incentives, and future value gains.
In the next few minutes, we'll show you exactly where to look, how much you're going to pay, and what your new lifestyle is going to look like.
Before we get started, I'm Holly Haven.
And I'm Andy Haven.
And we are the Haven Home Team. We are your North Texas real estate team for all things real estate. And that means we can help you with new construction as well. So stay tuned and learn a little more.
Windsong Ranch is a prestigious Prosper ISD and Prosper, Texas neighborhood that has a lagoon inside the neighborhood. It's pretty cool and it feels like vacation year round. There's also golf carts all over the place. It's seriously a golf cart neighborhood.
Yeah, this feels like you're living in a resort style community. The Crystal Lagoon is what you will usually see if you Google anything about Prosper, Texas neighborhoods. You're going to find Windsong Ranch. It is definitely sought after, and there's a nice range of price points within the neighborhood.
Yeah, the price points range from about $500,000 for some of the tiny homes in the neighborhood is what we would call them. There's some 2-bed, 2-baths, all the way up to $1 million, $2 million, $3 million homes in the neighborhood. So it is a very diverse neighborhood and it allows for all different types of home buyers. There's also still opportunities to get into Windsong if that's something that you're considering building a new home.
This is one of those neighborhoods you really don't want to miss, especially if you like to stay close to home. So
yeah, there's lots of amenities within the neighborhood. There's pickleball courts that you actually have to book. They're booked all year round, so make sure you get in early. There's basketball courts, green space, there's ponds, pools, workout rooms, a lot of community space that allows for you to have events within the community and not within your home if that's something that is helpful for you.
Yeah, and along with gyms on site as part of your HOA and dog parks and walking trails. I think there's a community garden center. There used to be, I think it's still there. And then there is on-site elementary school with the 4th Prosper ISD High School that is just outside the neighborhood that's opening 2026.
Yeah, 2025-2026 school year is when Richland will be open. So that's a new, it's a lot closer for a lot of people that lived in Windsong. They were commuting to Prosper High School, and that's quite a ways away. So this is going to be very convenient for all of those high school students this year.
The next neighborhood on our list is a coming soon community, and it is called StarView. Now, what we want to caveat here is any information we are sharing is subject to change because it is so brand new.
Yeah, this is a neighborhood that has barely started development there. Highland has started a few builds in the neighborhood, and they do range from 1.3 to 1.8 million. So we do know that for a fact, but other than that, with the other 2 builders, it's Tradition and Britain that are also in the neighborhood. We don't have a lot of information on their build process and what that's going to look like, but it will be a semi-master plan community is what we do know so far.
Yep, and I think we can expect these to be about 900 plus in price point. And it's very centrally located, which is the great thing about this neighborhood.
Really incredible location. The tax rate we do know is about 2.5 to 2.7. Don't fact check us. Actually, do fact check us on this because right now there's just really not a lot of information. Nobody has closed on these properties yet. And the HOA fees seem to be really low, $50 to $100 per month, so about $1,200 per year. But is very, very low amenity community. So there's just going to be walking trails throughout the neighborhood, which is fairly peaceful and it's in a very walkable area. So that's going to be nice.
Yeah, it's centrally located right by Gates of Prosper. So you're going to have tons of shopping and food options nearby, which is really great. It's pretty rare for some of our Prosper neighborhoods. We feel like it's kind of separated from the actual retail and commercial. So this is going to be a really neat area. The commute is going to be nice and easy, quick to 380, quick to the tollway, quick to Preston. So if you're one of those commuting to, kind of the North Dallas, Plano area, this is going to be a great location for you.
This is one of those developments that Jerry Jones actually owns the land on. And his company is developing the land and putting it over to Britain and all these other builders. So if you want a Jerry Jones community, here you go.
And these are some great builders. These are some of our favorite what we would call like a box builder or, production builder. But some of these guys do some really great semi-custom and even some bigger custom things depending on the price point and the size. And you're getting Prosper ISD, which is highly sought after school district. So I think this neighborhood is going to be a big hit. And I think we're going to see a lot of fast-paced sales in here when they really do completely open it up for contracts.
Yeah, no, I agree. Wandering Creek at Brookhollow is another prestigious neighborhood that's actually opening up in Prosper soon. So we again want to make the caveat that the information we're giving you is based off of our research, but we don't have any actual data or stats to tell us exactly what is happening. We are just trying to do as much research as we can. These builders are very, very new to the area, and a lot of them don't know for sure exactly what's happening with tax rates and stuff like that yet.
Yeah, as they start to develop, they put out some general information. When they get a few houses on the ground and they start to get some sales, they do make adjustments or things just change as we go through the development process. So we like to caveat that with these brand new neighborhoods coming soon, maybe even no foundations on the ground, no sticks up yet. So stay tuned for these, but you're gonna find some really nice builders in here like Toll Brothers. And we're probably looking at that 1.5-ish price point, give or take. So you're gonna be looking at $1 million
about
plus.
1.2, but when you go to the design center, you know if you're building $1 million home, you're picking the most beautiful options at the design center. So you should probably budget for about 1.6 million if that's something you're looking for. Other than that, this neighborhood is going to have no amenities for this exact neighborhood other than walking trails. It is just going to be one of those that's a very chill neighborhood and not going to be a master plan community like some of these other builds that we were looking at previously.
Yeah, and the fact that it's connected to Brookhollow, it does leave me to question because the notations are no pools, no amenity center. It's going to kind of be its own space. But Brookhollow does have these things. There's a couple of different areas. There's Lakewood at Brookhollow. There's Brookhollow, the original, and now Wandering Creek. So, you know, again, those things could be a little bit of a change as we go through. Maybe we don't have all the information right now, but we do think that this is a beautiful location. I love the entire neighborhood of Brookhollow. It's perfectly located. It literally sits right off of 380, but it's far enough off of 380 that you're not getting the road noise, but you do have a really nice quick commute times to 380 Preston and the tollway again. So these are nicely located just like StarView, which is going to put you like smack dab in the middle of Prosper and put you in those Prosper ISD schools. Really beautiful homes, nice price points with some great builders that we personally trust and work with on a regular basis.
Yeah, and we're also, from our research, have found that we do think that this is a lower tax rate neighborhood. So we are estimating about 2.14% in this neighborhood with no mud or no PID that we are aware of at this time. Obviously, that might be something we find out later, but from our current research, we are looking at 2.14%. So being in Prosper at that tax rate is incredible. And you do have to understand that a mud or a PID happens whenever the city and the developers cannot keep up with some of the utilities. So Prosper is very well developed, so we don't think that's going to be an issue here, but that might change.
Yeah. The next new construction neighborhood on our list is Mosaic. And this has come with a lot of expectations from people. People have been really waiting for this neighborhood to open.
Yeah, well, I think this is the next big master plan community after Windsong and Light Farms. It's one of those that they're like, oh my gosh, I can finally get into a new master plan community within Prosper ISD.
Yeah, that's huge. And this is going to have that resort style living. Just like you compared to Light Farms and Windsong. So this is kind of that sought after, I'm looking for a community, I'm moving in from out of town or out of state maybe. This is gonna be a great option for you to get in on the ground floor, really build that long-term equity as well, I believe.
Yeah, and this is also a really great location. It's located right off of Frontier in Prosper. So it's one of those that if you've ever been to Sutton Fields, it's a little further east, so you are more centrally located to Prosper, a lot closer to the tollway, and you're going to be right next to Prosper's Children's Health Stadium. So for Friday night football games, it's very convenient to get to.
Yep, and Prosper ISD, which all of these neighborhoods are, because we know that is a sought-after feature for a lot of our families moving to North Texas. Anything else we need to know about this neighborhood? There is definitely going to be gyms, there's going to be walking trails, all of the things that you would expect.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for a high amenity neighborhood, this is going to be it. You will expect a higher HOA and tax rate in this neighborhood. That is what comes with a master plan community. But you're also going to see a huge variety of price points, just like we would in Windsong or Light Farms, to allow for people to get in at 400, 500,000, but also $1 million plus.
Yeah, so if you've been listening to this video in the last couple of neighborhoods, we were talking about that $1 million, 1.5 price point. This is the neighborhood you were waiting for. If you were hoping for something a little bit more affordable, you're going to be able to get in at a definitely a lower price point, and you're going to be able to select those floor plans and really get in on the ground floor. So I think this is going to be a great opportunity for lots of buyers moving into the area looking for that new construction, really high amenity neighborhood.
The last neighborhood that we wanted to mention today before our bonus neighborhood is Light Farms. Light Farms is something that we've mentioned previously throughout this video because it is a high amenity master plan community in Prosper and Salina that people are absolutely obsessed with.
Yeah, absolutely. And the majority of Light Farms is in Prosper ISD. There is a small section that is Salina ISD. So if those things are important to you, you definitely need to know what you're buying, whether it's pre-existing or new construction. But as we talk about new construction in Light Farms, we are getting to the very, very end of what's available.
Yes, yeah, this is your last opportunities, maybe literally one lot. We're not for sure, but it looks like there might just only be one lot left in Salina or in Light Farms available to build your dream home. Other than that, it does look like there's about 18 homes that are move-in ready or still being built, but the plans are already chosen. So this is something that if you want to get into Light Farms in a new build, this is your chance.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can get a Toll Brothers inventory home starting in the 700s. So you're really getting a great opportunity in Light Farms with a really, really great builder at a great price point, honestly, to get inside the neighborhood of Light Farms where people, they really do clamor to get in here. It's been highly sought after for many years, and we don't expect that to change anytime soon.
No, Light Farms is really awesome. There's an elementary school in the middle of the neighborhood, just like Windsong, and it's a very big community vibe. There is a restaurant in the middle of the neighborhood called The Nook. It's actually connected to one of the bigger community pools in the neighborhood, and you can actually order food and drinks from the restaurant and take it to the pool, which is really awesome.
Yeah, and that restaurant is open to the public, so you don't have to live in Light Farms to go by The Nook and have lunch or have dinner. And it's a great little spot. They have
Their
great food.
So good,
yeah, they have great food, great service. It's a fun little spot. But inside Light Farms, you're going to get all of the amenities. You're getting the dog parks, the walking trails, the biking trails, the basketball courts. They used to have bocce ball and volleyball. You know, some of those things get changed out over time. But this is that tight-knit community. You're going to see lots and lots of golf carts, especially in the car pickup line in the afternoon. And I think it's a great place to be able to fall right into the middle of a neighborhood as a newcomer to North Texas or a newcomer to Prosper and kind of meet your people, because it's really easy to meet people within Light Farms.
Yeah.
So our bonus tip for today is if you are looking for a new construction in Prosper ISD, now's the time.
Yeah, the neighborhoods we're telling you about are few and far between. These are brand new or closing out neighborhoods. So if you want the opportunity to build in Prosper, this is probably your last chance.
Yeah, Prosper is still continuing to grow. There's lots of commercial development happening, lots of big box stores, lots of things happening, but this residential opportunity inside Prosper ISD is definitely coming to a pretty quick end before too long.
Yeah. So if that's something that you're looking forward to, go ahead and take that chance now. Reach out to us and let's get you into some of those builders to have some conversations. Other than that, that's all we have for you guys today. If y'all have any questions, or if you know of any other neighborhoods that are a secret that we just don't know about, please drop those in the comments below. We would love to do some research on those, and we will see you in our next video.
Yeah, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and follow.